increase those settings just a little bit into the more extreme ends. In this little video, we're looking at the NTS1 as an effects processor for the Model D. So I'm interested in these next few videos, because I think I'll make a few, about using the NTS1 just as an effects processor for some of the monosynths that I have and that I've been exploring in the last year or so. What I also just sort of discovered a couple of nights ago is what's cool is you can run the NTS1 as a little synth. So you can hear the internal oscillators, but you can also process external audio as well, say from a monosynth. So you can have like two voices coming out of the NTS1 and use the onboard effects to affect like the external instrument, which in this case today is the Model D. I think that's pretty cool. So that's what I want to demonstrate today. I feel like I haven't uploaded a video in ages. I've been ill. I just had a little summer cold, a winter cold, which seemed to sort of last for ages. I also took on some dep work. So I was playing rock and roll last night. So there was like 30 odd songs to learn in 2 weeks. So that was pretty much my job. Not my job, but my all my evenings for the last 2 weeks. And I also did a live EMOM electronic mic open mic electronic music open mic night thing. So yeah, busy. Anyway, back to the NTS1 videos. Let's go. Okay, so we have the Model D set up here. And I'm just going in from my DAW via USB. And we can play that from my controller, so we can set up whatever we want. Yeah. Let's that will do, and then I'm taking the main out at the top panel. This goes into the audio in of the NTS1, and I'm powering the NTS1 from this little sort of energizer USB sort of battery pack, which is really convenient. I've also got some various, we've got Type A MIDI cable at the back, and that's the clock out, which I was just playing with yesterday, but that's actually not, no, that's going to my Sculpt, but we can ignore that for this video. So so what we're hearing is the audio coming entirely through the NTS1. So what that means is we can set up, I don't know, we can set up some effects. So let's set up a chorus. Okay. We can set up a nice delay. Let's set up a nice ping pong delay. I'll put it on a higher setting just so we can hear it. Beautiful stuff, good stuff. So that's obviously a bit too extreme. got to attenuate the volume there because that's coming through a little bit hot with that delay coming in. Very nice. And whoops, and let's set up Hall Reverb. Let's give it. Yeah. And if you know, just to hear that, we can knock off the delay and we can knock off the chorus. So we're only hearing the Hall delay now. But what is nice is, yes, let's put that ping pong delay back on. And let's put that chorus back on as well. And lovely stuff, lovely stuff. And obviously, you know, we don't have to have all the effects on, so we can knock the chorus off. We can take the reverb right the way down, and then, don't know, let's go like mad with the ping pong delay. Let's dial in some triangle waves. Glides a bit crazy on the Model D. And this is a really nice way of making just, you know, a and sort of analog monosynth sound much bigger than it is just having that ping pong delay there. Oop. Lovely stuff. So we have to listen to the Shimmer Reverb, I think, on the Model D. So I'll set up a big thick patch using all three of the oscillators and stacking up the octaves. Let's just hear that without the effects. So lovely, nice and thick and chewy. And let's come back to the NTS1. Let's set up a delay. Let's just set up a stereo delay, not the ping pong delay. Okay, very good. Now let's set up the Shimmer Reverb. Well, what I'm calling the Shimmer Reverb. Oh, I want reverb is what I want. Hall plate space riser, and this just sounds absolutely glorious. I'm just going to increase the attack. And then the decay and the sustain, just increase those a bit. More extreme settings. just lovely. And then let's just hear the that kind of reverse shimmer. Increase those settings just a little bit into the more extreme ends. Perfect dystopian sci-fi soundtrack territory here. Absolutely great. Woohoo! So just while I've got the D plugged in, the question I asked myself on Friday night was, can I run the audio out of an instrument and into the NTS1 while also running MIDI in there, and so hearing the instrument, you know, sort of the synth voice on the NTS1 and hearing the external audio, and you can. So So what we're hearing there, that's just the NTS1. Let's leave it on the triangle. Stereo delay, space reverb. Right? And what will happen if I send audio from the D, we also are processing that, obviously with the same effect parameters as we're hearing the synth voice on the NTS1. For some reason that won't focus. Come on, phone. Yeah, that's a bit better. So what's nice with that then, we can then play along. So I'm sending an ARP to it from Reaper to the NTS1, and then we can play along to that with, well, in this case, the Model D, which sounds like this. Let's take those levels up a bit. And I think that's pretty nice. So that, what that makes for is for a pretty sort of compact little nice sort of you know, live setup where you've got one mono synth, one additional synth, and an effect, right, which will process both the internal oscillator on the NTS1 and your external synth. I mean, kind of nice if you could set different effects for the audio in versus the internal. But I think the advantage of having the same effect on both is it kind of holds the two sort of tracks together, or the two voices together. It might sound a bit peculiar if you had like you know, a space reverb on the Model D and one of those weird rise reverbs on the NTS1. So I don't know, but I thought that was pretty nice. So that's a nice little compact kind of yeah, potential live setup. rig there, which you can largely run, where you only need one like little USB battery pack for this guy, and obviously a power supply for your whatever your external synth is, and yeah, and a PC to sequence it all, or some kind of Dauntless setup. Very cool. Okay, let's call it a day. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, you are very welcome. We mostly play with synths and sometimes bass, sometimes guitar. I think in the next video I want to look at maybe the Mini Brute and the NTS1, or maybe the Neutron, or maybe the Pro one, or even the VC340, and just see what the little onboard effects of the NTS1 can do to those instruments. Yeah, good stuff. All right, cheers folks.